Hi guys. So today or tonight, I just went and I saw Imaginary, the new Blumhouse film, and this movie is about um, this family that moves into a new house, and it happens to be the stepmother's childhood home. The little girl finds a bear, and uh, she basically has like an imaginary friend with it. And then it turns out this imaginary friend is a entity. Okay, so before I share my thoughts on this movie, I just want to preface and say the previous few Blumhouse films that have been coming out, I feel like have been getting a lot of hate, is what I'm seeing. First there was The Exorcist Believer, which I actually quite enjoyed. No, it wasn't great or anything, but it was good for what it was. And then there was the Five Nights at Freddy's movie, which kind of had a bit of a love-hate thing going on. Some people really hated it, some people really loved it. I liked it. Like, I didn't love it, but I enjoyed it for what it was. And then there was most recently Night Swim, which I didn't care for really at all. I didn't think it was as bad as some people said it was, but I didn't care for it really just at all. And now there's this one, which is getting a ton of hate as well. Okay, so the director of this movie directed two other Blumhouse films that also got a lot of hate. The Blumhouse True for Dare movie, which is bad, as we all know. That movie is pretty terrible and is one of the worst movies that Blumhouse made. And then there was the Blumhouse Fantasy Island movie that he directed, which got a decent amount of hate. I think it's fine. Like, I didn't think it was bad or anything. It's just kind of, whatever. And yeah, that's kind of how I am on this one. So, there are things that I do like in this movie, but like, for example, I feel, okay, before I talk about the things I liked, just start this review off with the worst part about this movie. And it is the fucking dialogue. Oh my god. The writing in this movie is fucking atrocious. The way these people communicate with each other, they don't talk like real people. And there were so many times where I just like laughed in the theater. I couldn't help myself because of some stupid shit that these characters said. The dialogue is so bad. It literally feels like AI wrote it, and I'm not the kind of person that would usually say something like that, but I literally mean it. The dialogue in this movie was so fucking bad. So, anyway, moving on from that, yeah, that's easily the worst part about the film, and I feel like that'll definitely take a lot of people out of it. I wouldn't really say it took me out of the film, but it definitely distracted from the film. And, like, a lot. And it really just made me laugh. And my other pretty fair negative with this movie is that it starts off really slow. And it takes quite a while for things to actually get going. And within the last 20-25 minutes, things do start happening, and they do show, like, it is the stuff that you came to the movie to see. And that I thought was kind of entertaining, but, it is definitely silly. Like, I like the design of Chauncey, which is, the entity's name in this movie. I thought he looked pretty cool, even though the way he actually looked was pretty silly looking because it was mostly CGI, but the actual, like, design of what they were going for I thought was kind of cool. And there were a couple of twists, I guess, if you want to call them that that happened throughout the movie where I was like, okay, I kind of like that, or okay, that's somewhat interesting. But my main issue is that it's really that it takes a long time for things to actually get going, and it's a lot of useless bullshit to getting there. Now, I know it really sounds like I don't like the movie, but I don't think it's bad. Okay? It's not a bad film by any means. But I did like it a bit better than Night Swim, mainly because, within the last, like I said, within the last 20-25 minutes, it did actually get kind of entertaining. It's just, it drags until it gets there, and I feel like this movie could have been shortened, like maybe to like an hour and 25 minutes, and it would have been fine as a film. Like, it's kind of just whatever as it is now, but the thing really bringing it down is, one, the script, which is, but also just the slow pacing, I feel like did kind of bring it down quite a bit, and that was a big shame. But, it was, overall, it's fine. Like, I liked it better than Night Swim for, obvious reasons stated, but, it's fine. I wouldn't really say it's too much of a recommendation. I wouldn't really recommend that you, go out and watch it. If it's one where, if you're interested in it, then, wait for it to come out on streaming so you don't really have to waste a lot of money on it. But other than that, it's kind of, it's a skip for me. But it's fine, I guess. Like, if you hated Night Swim, then you might find yourself, liking this one a little bit better, but it's nothing that you should rush out to the theater and see. Like I said, you should really just, if you're interested, just wait for streaming, and you'll save yourself some money. But yeah, that's gonna do it for my review of Imaginary. If you've seen it, let me know what you think about it. It's currently in theaters, and subscribe to me if you want to see more horror and thriller reviews.